What's going on YouTube? So today I am going to be ranking diets. I used to weigh 315 pounds and I probably have done every single diet under the sun. I've done the keto, the paleo, the carnivore, the fasting. I've done literally 95% of diets. I'm going to be ranking them from the S tier all the way down to the D tier, like which one's the best and which one's the worst. Personally, these diets, none of them are something that you should really necessarily do. There's a better way of doing these things. So I just want to make that clear. I wouldn't actually do any of these diets. I don't think you should, but if I had to rank them, this is where I'd put them. So got my phone here. I'm going to be looking at them and I'm going to be ranking them. All right, so the first one is the fasting. Okay, fasting I've done. I feel like a lot of people have fasted before. It typically fails. Not sustainable. The reason why most people fast is simply because they're trying to get to their goal sooner. And that is not the way you should really approach weight loss. Again, I've done fasting multiple times and they've all failed. It sucks, but I'm gonna throw this one in the C tier. So again, with fasting, if you're looking to fast, just don't do it. Leave it to me to tell you. Let me be the one with the scar. You could just have the experience, not the scar. Okay, I've done it, don't do it. The next one is the DASH diet. So a lot of people don't know what the DASH diet is. Basically, they want you to eat more fruits and veggies, whole grains, low fat or fat-free dairy, lean proteins like poultry, fish, plant-based options, things like that, nuts, seeds, less sodium, red meat. They want you to eat less red meat. So all in all, I've done this diet. It probably lasted 2 weeks. I remember I was probably like 17, 18. I didn't love it. Definitely didn't love it. Where do I throw this one? If I had to, I'm gonna throw this one in the B tier, just because it wants you to prioritize meats, like lean meats, like chicken, ground turkey, things like that, but not red meats like steak and stuff. So there's definitely like, I need my steaks, I need my red meat, so that's why I don't throw it in any high tier. Still, these are one of the things where it's just, for me, it's just not sustainable for me. Everybody's different, but yeah. Okay, the next one is the paleo diet. So they call it the caveman diet. So it's just like all natural, right? So I like that. Really like lean meats, the fish, the seafood, the fruits, the veggies, nuts. They want you to avoid like grains, dairy, alcohol, things like that. So all in all, not like terrible. I've done this diet before and it worked out a lot more, or worked out a lot better. I think I lost like 25 pounds, but I love protein bars. I love that like non-natural stuff like protein shakes. Those things when you're on the go are just so convenient. And I'm such a conveniency guy. Unfortunately, I'm always on the go. So it's like going and getting a protein bar and knowing I'm getting like 25 grams of 20 grams of protein, 200 calories. It's just super quick, easy. Or again, a protein shake. It's just so easy. You go and you throw the protein shake in, you could get a bottle, the Premier protein shakes even, and you just shake it up really quick and drink it on the go. It's super convenient. So the whole caveman diet, just, it didn't work for me. So since I did lose a good amount of weight doing it, I'm gonna put that in the A tier because it does promote like more towards what I think is like necessary for weight loss. On to the next one, the OMAD diet, the OMAD, which stands for 1 meal a day. Oh my God, that sucked. I like my food, and knowing that I can't have anything the whole day and it has to be in a certain window of time, like a dinner time or a lunchtime, it sucks. So for me personally, again, I did not like it. You can have whatever you want, which is great, but I don't know. I didn't love it. I like eating consistently throughout the day. And for me, I need structure, or honestly for everyone. Humans, we need structure. And it's just not great structure. You're just having 1 meal a day. And I actually gained weight because I just ended up binging a ton because I had a certain window. So I just binged a ton. And yeah, I ended up gaining weight from that. So I'm going to throw this one in the C tier. Yeah, for me, it was a no-go. So again, these are all things that it could work for you, but it definitely didn't work for me. Okay, the next one is, oh my God, the juice cleanse. Okay, so I did the juice cleanse, I think when I was like 19 years old. I don't know what's up with these diets. I just get it from someone that I think knows it all. So they're like, dude, you gotta juice, man. Juicing is like the best thing ever. So I go and juice. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. So I try these juicing diets. I got a blender. So it's just like carrots, just literally anything. You just juice it basically, just fruits, veggies, and you juice it. I can't tell you how much I hated juicing. It sucked. I like chewing on food. So that itself was just like a no-go. After like a week, I was like, I'm done with this stupid diet. It sucked. But again, I know people that have been juicing for a while. I just don't find it sustainable for me. Different diets work for different people for the most part. But I just think as humans, we naturally we want to chew food. We want to be able to actually enjoy food. Who enjoys just juicing 24/7? The thing about these diets, I hate the word diet, by the way, because when you think of the word diet, for me, I think of the word temporary. And this isn't temporary. You want this to be forever. So are you really wanting to juice forever? It's just, I don't know. For me, I don't love the idea. So for that, I'm going to put that, yeah, I'm gonna put that in the C tier. Yeah, C tier. All right, so the next one, this one's interesting. Have not done this one. Again, everything on this list, I've done like 95% of them. I've seen people do this and it's such a fad. All these are pretty much fad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just ranking the best from the worst here, but the blood test diet. Oh my God. I have had my uncle in the past, he was like, yo man, you gotta try the blood test diet. So basically what it is you go and you get your blood test done and it tells you what foods you should be consuming. Because everybody's different, so you should be consuming these foods and someone else should be consuming these foods. That is all BS. Such a fad. I can't even, oh my God. So the funny thing is with this diet, so let's just say you have these certain foods that you're supposed to eat because your blood test said so, right? So if you have that food and you actually enjoy it, you're probably still gonna be in a surplus. Right? So what's the point if you're gonna still be in a surplus of calories? Because it's good for you, but it being good for you doesn't mean you're gonna lose weight. So I don't know. Don't love it. So actually, no, it's not even that. I hate this one. So I'm actually gonna throw this one in the D tier, the very last tier. I think you should just stay as far away as possible with this diet. Do not do it, please. And that's actually saying something because I've done a lot of these diets and a lot of them are stupid. I stayed away from this one, which is saying something because I'm like, oh, that one just seems kind of weird. I don't think that's true. Come on. If I said that in the past, please take my advice. Oh my God. Like, how'd this end up on the list here? So the next one is the PeachFit diet. Gotta throw it in. PeachFit, it's obviously the weight loss program that I created that has helped thousands of individuals lose weight. And I've done, again, every single diet under the sun. I've done the fasting, the keto, everything, not the blood test diet. But I've done a lot of these diets and I figured out the best way to lose weight, put on muscle, get tone in the fastest way possible, in the most sustainable way possible. So due to that, I'm going to have to throw this one in the S tier. PeachFit is an S tier product. S tier. There's no arguing here. Again, if you guys are trying to lose weight in a quick time frame and you're trying to get tone, all this good stuff, check out peachfitwellness.com or click the link in the bio. And yeah, it's a super cool program. Recommend it. Again, thousands of people in there are losing weight and it's just super inspirational. So check that out. So the next one is the military diet. The military diet I don't love. The one thing I do love about the military diet is it gives you structure, right? And I'm big on structure. Everybody should be big on structure. If you don't have structure, everything falls apart. You can't have a building if you don't have a foundation, right? And the military diet really does that for you. But it literally wants you to eat like 1,300 to 1,400 calories a day. Is that sustainable? Absolutely not. And something in the military diet, you're not supposed to be doing it forever. And that's the whole thing. It's like, I want something that's sustainable and something I could do forever and not just stop doing it and then I gain all the way back. I don't know. I don't love it, but out of everything, I think it's decent, right? Although it's not like supposed to be a forever diet, and although you're at a stupid low deficit of calories, you are hungry. I'm big on structure. So just because of that, I'm going to throw that in the B tier. Okay, so the next one, probably one of the most famous fad diets of all time, the keto diet. I feel like everybody here knows what the keto diet is. It's one of the most popular diets. Have I done it? Yes, like almost every single one of these diets I've done. The keto is interesting. It just doesn't want you to have carbs. And I'm just gonna keep it short there. No carbs, so you can have everything but carbs. I don't think people understand that people wanna demonize carbs, and that's absolutely not true. Going through this whole trial and error thing, me losing weight, me gaining it back, me losing it again, and figuring out the best way to lose weight, the keto, it just doesn't make sense. You could gain weight eating chicken and you could lose weight eating donuts. So the whole keto thing, like, hey, try keto, it's gonna help you lose weight, doesn't make sense. So, this is a hard one. Ooh, we'll put keto in the B tier. Yeah, we'll put keto in B tier. I think that's fair. Because I did lose a little bit of weight doing keto, but I think all it does is it just restricts you from carbs, like bread and stuff. But all in all, I would just still stay away from it. So the next one is the carnivore diet. It's kind of up there with keto. You can't have carbs. It's like no carbs. Let's just eat steak, eat chicken, just no rice, just meat. That's what I think of when I think of the carnivore diet. The carnivore diet, obviously, I think everyone that's trying to lose weight have done the carnivore. It works because the thing about the carnivore diet is it wants you to really prioritize protein. And when you consume a lot of protein, you stay full. And if you stay full, you end up being in a deficit of calories because you don't want to keep eating. So there are still things that I don't love about the carnivore, like, again, demonizing bread. Like, you can have bread and lose weight. You should have a good balanced diet and not demonize carbs. But I have lost a good amount of weight. I think I lost 40 pounds at one point doing carnivore, but I love bread so much. When I started eating bread, I just went crazy. I ended up gaining the weight back. I feel like that a lot of people can resonate to that one. But due to the structure of how the carnivore is, I'm gonna put that in an A tier, not S tier. It's not an S tier. There's no S tier except one. Maybe, there could be more, we'll see. But, okay, so the next one is the Mediterranean diet. Did this one too, obviously. Not terrible, I'm just gonna start out with that. Not terrible. It wants you to definitely prioritize fruits, veggies, whole grains, things like that, fish, seafood. But it wants you to avoid, again, it wants you to avoid these like processed stuff, which I get. You shouldn't, you should, it's like, is diet soda good for me? It's like, no, but it's a good replacement. Should I have this? It's like, yeah, you should if it's going to help you in the macro things, which is weight loss. So it doesn't want you having processed stuff. And again, when it comes down to protein drinks and having protein bars, I think that's good. I think that's fine because it keeps you full. It's convenient, and conveniency is great because you could get it, you could pick it up, eat it, and then you're good. So this is a tough one, but for the Mediterranean, I'm gonna have to throw this in the B tier, just because, again, it wants you to prioritize like the healthy foods and things like that. I think that's a B tier for sure. Okay. So for the next one, we have the vegan. This one might get a little bit of controversy because there's vegans out there. And here's the thing. This is on what I think. There's people out there that do it for religious reasons. Completely understand. And if that's the case, that's an S tier, right? By all means. But for me and just simply for the diet itself, if there's better options, you're not going to get a lot of protein in. And again, when you're not having protein, you're hungry, and when you're hungry, you tend to eat more, and when you eat more, you're in a surplus of calories, which in return is what? Weight gain. So I don't love this diet. So for the vegan diet, I'm going to have to throw it in the C tier, just because there's no real great benefit. Protein is essential, and you're getting very little in this vegan diet, so C tier. Okay, so for the next one, as funny as it sounds, I've done this specific diet. It's called the baby food diet. I've done this one. I heard about it when I was like 15, okay? And by the way, guys, if you guys don't know, I came out the womb like 11 pounds. I don't understand, I've never understood how it felt to be in shape. So just know that. So when I was really young, and I think I heard it from like a teacher or something, how dare her? She said, hey, you should try the baby food diet. It's low in calorie, and it's just, and it's you process I remember her saying this like verbatim. She was like, it processes through your stomach, and it's such bull crap. What'd she say? It's easy to process. Great, we're not babies, okay? I was so hungry. I think I was like on like 400 calories. Like it was ridiculous. So, terrible diet. Do not ever do the baby food diet. If you've ever heard of it, you're probably laughing like, why'd you do it? I've done it because I'm stupid, okay? So obviously that one's gonna go into the D tier. That one is terrible, do not do it. So the next one is the vegetarian diet. So again, for religious reasons, S tier. I get it, I understand, but this is not what it's about. It's about what's the best way to lose the fat and put on the muscle or whatever. So that's what we're ranking here. I just want to make that very clear. When it comes to the vegetarian diet, it's a little bit better than the vegan diet because you're able to have eggs, you're able to have milk, dairy, but so it's not as bad. It's like vegan on steroids. But it's still not enough to put into a B tier. It's just not good enough to put in a B tier. So I'm gonna have to put C tier. I don't love it. You're lacking the protein. You're not able to get enough in. Ask any vegetarian if they are in a deficit of calories and get 250 grams of protein. Like that's not going to happen. What was hummus? Wait, you eat hummus all day? No, it's stupid. Don't do it. Okay, so the next one, I feel like this is almost obvious, but I feel like out of desperation, people do this diet. It's called the starvation diet. It's almost like fasting. I've done it, and it's not because, this diet isn't because I think it's a great way to lose weight. It's because it's out of being desperate. It's on a whim. You look in the mirror and you just hate who you are, and you get made fun of, and you just go home, you cry, and you're like, that's it, I'm starving myself. That's the diet. I feel like everybody that has gone through trauma that is trying to lose weight, we've all done it because you just don't like the way you look, you don't like the way you feel, and you just starve yourself. And that, again, obviously we know it's a terrible way of going about it. So I think we all could come to an agreement here. The starvation diet is definitely in the D tier. So terrible. I don't think there's much to say with that. The starvation diet is not great. Okay, so the last one on the list, we have the flexitarian diet. This is actually a diet I've never done. It's basically it's like a vegetarian diet, but you're able to have a little bit of meat. I think they said fish. That's just some meat. You're able to have some kind of protein, right? So that's a flexitarian diet. Again, I don't love it because regardless, you're still not able to get the amount of protein you should get in. Yeah, so for the flexitarian diet, again, don't love it. Don't love the idea. I think it's kind of stupid, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna put that in the C tier. All right, guys, so that is it for the video. Really, I wanna wrap this up really quick and say that all of these diets here, except PeachFit Wellness, they're all pretty much fad diets. Regardless of what diet you're doing, whether it's keto, the paleo, the Mediterranean, if you're in a surplus of calories, you're going to put on fat. You're not gonna lose weight. You could have bagels, you could have ice cream losing weight, and you could be eating steak and chicken and gain weight. So there's a happy medium. So with any of these diets, they're not great. None of them are really great. That's why I promote PeachFit Wellness. And that's what I'm passionate about it. I love doing what I do, helping thousands of people lose weight. It's just, I can't think of anything better. So again, guys, fad diets, don't do them. I'm just simply doing this video because people have asked about it. Like, hey, what fad diets would you recommend doing if you had to? So it's like, here you go, guys. There it is. Like, subscribe, follow for more, and I appreciate you.